So if you're tired of poor struck iron shots and you are incredibly envious of those guys out on tour who just hit effortlessly struck shots, well, I'm here to tell you that you're not far away from doing that, and it's not as hard as you think it is. It really, really isn't. So we're going to talk about two things that you absolutely need, that all these top players do to get really good ball striking. Of course, one simple drill to do to get it into your golf swing at the end of the video. So I'm Jonathan Chan with JChownGolf. Let's dive right into it. So what are these two things we need? We need good shifting in the downswing. We'll see all top players shift in a downswing, where that gets their lowest point in the swing arc past the golf ball. So every single top player does this. They get that low point past it. You have to shift in the downswing to be able to do that. And two, we will see vast majority all top players to a certain degree or not, some might be more, some might be less, and that is having a little bit of lean on that shaft so they can compress that golf ball. If we get both of those together, we're going to hit the most pure iron shots here. So let's get into the first bit, talk about shifting, and then we're going to talk about shaft lean, how to get both of these into your golf swing and that drill. So shifting, geez, getting that weight onto that left side. So many videos about this, I've got tons. So one thing that I always see players do who really are terrible ball strikers, I will see them move off the golf ball. So they'll be turning in their backswing and moving too much into their trail side, laterally shifting into there. You could say they are sliding or swaying. So when you're doing that, now you've got this huge amount of distance to be able to cover to get yourself shifting enough onto that left-hand side. So we want to shift enough onto the left side to get the left side of the chest past the golf ball, because that's a brilliant representation of where the lowest point of our swing arc is going to be with everything else moving quite nicely. So we want, okay, that to be past the golf ball. If I am back here, my left side of my chest is behind the golf ball. It's about that much travel I've got to do. Doesn't look like much though, does it? But that's a lot in the shortest space of time. Remember how quick a downswing is. We want less to do to be able to hit a good golf shot, not more. So that's why the old get your weight back, get your weight forward is such a rubbish idea, because you've got too much to do. So I want to see golfers stay centered in the backswing. I want them to turn and stay on top of the golf ball as they turn back. So we're not here, we're not here, we're on top of the ball. Now, remember what I said, left side of the chest. I want that in front of the golf ball at the point of impact for low point to be after the golf ball. So ball and turf contact. How much do I need to travel now to do that? About that much. That's more manageable. So now that's way easier for me to get on that left side so I can hit ball than turf. So really make sure you're staying super, super centered. Now, this is not the drill I'm going to show you at the end, but it'll be a great way to practice this if you really struggle with it, because this is a lot of you out there. The amount of lessons I give where this is the first thing that I see and people go, oh, I just cannot hit the ball solidly. Maybe I'm just a bad golfer. No, you just move badly. You can move better. So if I had this like my swing plate here, just on the outside of my head here, I could almost have it touching my head if I wanted to. Now I can't move back because I'm going to smack my head into it. So this is going to force me to turn centered. And if I try to get a little bit further away from this with my body in a downswing, then I'm shifting. So let's have a go. And there you go. I've got that movement. Hear how good that strike was. Ball than turf, because I stayed centered and I shifted really, really easily. So this isn't the drill, it's just a little extra I wanted to throw in there. If you want a swing plate, JChownGolf, lowercase at swingplate.com at checkout, 10% off it. So make sure you're centered so you can shift easier to get the low point after the golf ball. So next one, the shaft lean. So that is where those hands are ahead of the golf ball at impact, to where we're de-lofting the golf club. This will really produce some really nice pure shots, really nice compressed ones, to where the ball flight just looks awesome. If we combine the two together, God, we're gonna be good. So to get shaft lean, it's not just trying to force the hands forward. That's where a lot of you get it wrong. You're just trying to, you see a tour pro do something and you go, oh, they're thinking of doing that. No, they're not. They're not thinking of this. What they're doing, they're moving their body well to be able to create that. So one, they're shifting, creates a little bit of lean, but they're rotating. Rotation creates shaft lean. So the more I rotate, the more I'm naturally going to create this shaft lean with the hands ahead of the golf ball. So we've just got into some of the two most important dynamic movements of the downswing, shifting and rotation. So we, one, need to rotate, but two, we need the club face to be square in order to be able to do this. A lot of you who really struggle with shaft lean, so I've got tons of videos of this, I'll put some at the end of this video. You have your club face hugely open to where if you have shaft lean, when you do this, that club face is going to be horrendously open. You'll never hit the ball to your target. So what I see golfers do from there, they will then cast a tip. Throw the club at the golf ball where the club head beats the hands. What does that do? That squares up a ridiculously open club face. Make sure the club face is squared first. There's other videos on my channel for this, like I said, cover it there. So, okay, club face being square, yes. But we need that rotation. So let's assume we've got this club face square. Let's assume our golf swing is in a place to rotate. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to talk about that drill. So this drill will give you shifting, it'll keep you centered, get you rotate, shaft lean. All those things in this one drill. So what is this called? Preset impact drill. So if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know I love this drill. So what we do, we set up to the golf ball in an impact position. So I rotate my hips as much as I can. I rotate my chest as much as I can, which would be a little bit less than the rotation of my hips. I have my right shoulder drops down to my right hip, so side bending, and my weight is 90% in this left leg. 90%, that's our shifting element. That's what gets us past that golf ball. So look where I am. So if I do that all again, look what my hands are. Did I even say once about the hands being ahead? No, I didn't. But because I'm rotating, get all those key points I just talked about, those hands are nicely ahead. So I'm recreating that dynamic impact position. Remember, impact is a moment in time. So what I do from here, if we look at the down the line there, we can see this is where I look like. So hips open, chest open, weight 90% on that left side, right shoulder down, drop towards the right hip. There we go. So from there, I spring back, I spring through. So watch this. We're going to slow this down. We're going to see a pretty cool move. So here we go. There we go. So if we look at that, we can see I rotated incredibly well for it. I got good shifting, so I hit the ball nicely. And what else did I do? I got that shaft lean through the golf ball as well. So I shifted, I got the rotation, I got the shaft lean. Those were the components to hit those good shots. So here we go. Preset impact, swing back, swing through, boom. Pretty good. So you can see if you do a lot of this drill, you're going to be encouraging all those nice things to happen. That's why golf does not need to be complicated. If someone is making golf complicated, I would very much say, put your attention somewhere else. It doesn't need to be hard. So you can see how we're just doing one drill here. We're hitting so many areas. So if you want this good, real tour player-like ball striking, which we are all capable of, we might not all hit the ball the distance a tour player does, but we can have these nice things happen at impact and through it to encourage us to have that good ball striking. So we can get there. It's not just for them. Preset impact, swing back half, swing back through, boom. And when we get more comfortable with this, of course, what can we do from there? We can swing back fuller and get into these really, really good positions. And then of course, let's say I've hit 10 balls, or let's say I hit 8 balls, for example. Well, I've got 10 balls in front of me. I'm gonna hit 8 doing the drill, 2 without. So I've just done that, and then I could do a little Matthew Wolf thing before I go and take that club back and try and feel that exact same feeling through the golf ball. There we go. Got my shifting, got my centered nature, got the hands ahead, got the rotation, got everything I want from one drill. So guys, do this drill, you'll get that ball striking. So if you enjoyed this video, click that like button. If you want more golf instruction just like this, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video. So do these 2 things with this one drill, you're gonna get there.